Hello, and welcome to Acoustic Review. I'm Ben, and today we're looking at the Trebolo 15M StreetMaster from Martin Guitars. The 15 series was originally introduced by Martin back in the 1940s as an affordable alternative to the higher end models of the day. And the current 15 series still sticks to that ethos, providing a well-made American all-solid wood guitar for much less money than some other models in the Martin range. Where the new StreetMaster version varies though, is with the addition of a distressed satin finish to give the look and feel of a well-worn and well-played instrument. The Trebolo 15M StreetMaster features solid mahogany back, top and sides, a solid mahogany neck, a Mexican ebony or catalox bridge, non-scalloped X-bracing, and it also comes with a Martin gig bag at the suggested retail price of $14.99. This guitar has a real vintage vibe to it, so let's have a listen and see if the sound matches up to the look. When I first saw this guitar, I was actually surprised by the lack of distress caused to the finish. It's actually more like a very lightly worn instrument, nothing like a Fender custom shop relic. I actually really like it. I think it's pretty cool looking. I understand that not everyone might feel this way about a pre-worn guitar, but I think, to be honest, if you're going to look at this guitar, you've probably got over that fact already. The guitar's sound really does match its looks. It's very honest sounding, it's quite dry, dark and husky, bit of an old-timey vibe really, and like the finish, it's got a worn-in, comfortable feel to it. So that's not to say that this is a guitar for Luddites. I mean, there's definitely spark and clarity to the sound as well, but if you're a modern percussive fingerstyle player, you're probably not going to be looking at this instrument anyway. But if you are into folk, country, blues, or you're a singer-songwriter, then this could be the guitar for you. In terms of playability, the small body is actually a guitar that I'm very used to playing myself, so immediately I picked it up and felt like I was just playing a guitar I've been playing all my life. Obviously there's some of you out there who do play a larger body and might find you have to adapt to the smaller body size, but we're not talking about a parlour guitar here. It's still a Trebolo, so it's going to sit in the lap and feel like a decent sized guitars for most players. The neck is a very comfortable C shape, not too big, not too large, just about big enough to fill the palm of the hand if you're playing with your thumb over the top when you're playing blues licks and things like that, but not so thick that it gets in the way as you start to move further up the neck and would cause strain on your hand, anything like that. The action is set fairly low. You could probably go a little bit lower if you were just a light fingerstyle player, but if you want a guitar that you can strum and fingerpick and not have to worry about buzz, I think the action's pretty dead on at the moment. I think the style and the look of the guitar do limit its range a little bit in terms of the sort of people who are going to be playing it out and about. Obviously, it's a vintage style, retro perhaps guitar, so if you're into, like I said before, folk, blues, country, singer-songwriter, then this is a good guitar for you. Not just in terms of look, but the sound as well. I mean, it's a very balanced sound from top to bottom. It recorded well and was quite inspiring to play actually, so it would be a good tool for a lot of different musicians. Build quality is very high with a good selection of mahogany for the back and sides and the top, although the bridge and the fingerboard are a little bit light in colour. But I suppose with Indian Rosewood now being on the CITES list, we are going to see more alternative woods used for these parts of the guitars. And performance-wise, I don't see there being any problem with the fingerboard or bridge, but personally I would prefer a darker aesthetic. One thing I do really like on the guitar is the headstock and the tuners. I think the worn finish works really well in this area of the guitar. It just gives it a distinctive look while still keeping with the Martin tradition. At $14.99, I think this represents fairly good value for money from a US made guitar. Obviously in the UK we have to pay a little bit more than the folks over in the US for this guitar because of import taxes and things like that. But if you look at what else is available in the market, for a US made all solid wood guitar, I think $14.99 is a fair price. However, at that price I really think it should come with a hard case rather than a gig bag. My most favourite thing about this guitar is just the fact that I think it's a really cool little guitar. I could quite easily see myself sitting down on the couch with a glass of something, or a cup of coffee perhaps, and just sitting down and writing some songs on this. So, that would be my favourite thing. My least favourite thing is the lack of hard case. I think if you're going to be buying a guitar at this price, you want to be able to protect it properly. I don't really think a gig bag is going to give you the protection that you would need. I hope you've enjoyed this video from Acoustic Review. Please subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.